Hi Lisa and Percy, it's Sam from Hyundai of Muskoka. This is your thorough walk around video of your brand new 2021 Palisade Ultimate Calligraphy. Congratulations again on your new purchase and thank you. I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. So I always like to start at the back of the vehicle. So the backup camera is just right there. So if you need to clear it off, you just wipe it away with your thumb. And then beside the backup camera to the right, you can see here, there's a rubber button. I don't know if you can see it with the camera there, but you can squeeze that one and then it will open up the tailgate. And then you can see here on the key fob, the fourth button down. I will zoom in properly there. That's your tailgate button. And it does have a smart tailgate as well, where it will just open up when you stand behind the car. And then back here you do have your privacy cover that tucks in, and you can take it out by squeezing this part here. You just squeeze it this way and then it will pop out, and then you get your cargo net in that blue bag, and then all of this becomes storage. And then down here you can see your panel for the seat adjustments. So you can see the third row here, left and right. These bottom ones are to put the seats down. So when you do bring them down, the headrest does lower. And when it does lower, you can see it's sinking into the floor because the back is actually in line, like right flush with the seat bottom. And then in the back there you got your seat adjustments for the passengers in the third row where they can recline. And then this one here, the top, these ones are for the second row. And then this middle here, that's to bring the seat up. So like I said, when you're bringing it up, you don't have to, it will bring the headrest down when you lower, but when it comes up, you just have to lift it up here. And then the top here, you've got the suede headliner, which is really nice. And then I'm just gonna set this so when the doors are open, the light will come on. And then you can see the switch there. The middle switch is for your doors. The left is for lights on all the time. And then the right is off all the time. And then you do get your 12 volt as well. And then over here, this is where you can close the tailgate on the tailgate here too. And then like I was mentioning with the gas cap, it is a push to open. So you just push it there and then it pops open. And then when you close it, you just throw it away and then it will close up. And when you do have the doors locked, so I'll show you that now. So when I lock the doors there, this will not open. So nobody can just siphon gas out. And here, I'll just unlock it. So for the back, I'll show you this here. So this is for sunshade for the middle row here. That's just built in. 2 cup holders on the side, in the middle, and then 2 cup holders in the back. And then you do have a little step here. This one on the shoulder, that brings the seat forward and up, so that gives you enough room to get into the third row. And then you can see just here built in, you've got a little handle, so you can hold on to that getting in. And like I said, it's got that 2-step to get in to the third row. So I'll show you that one here. So here you've got your USB ports, your 2 cup holders, your recliner, and then these little holes here are for the privacy cover, so you can put them here if you have the third row down, and if you have some items in the back, then you don't have to have anybody looking at them. And then for the middle, the captain seats, the armrest just goes down like that. On the door paneling, it has the built-in bottle holders, and it does have Harman Kardon sound system as well. Now these seats do have Napa leather with the black trim, which is really, really sharp with the black and white. This one here, that just brings the backrest down. And then this one here will do the same thing. as the shoulder. Now here in the third row, or sorry, the middle row, you've got your door pockets, and then this little one is for your cell phone. You do have heated and cooled second row seating, which is really nice. Temperature control for the passengers in the back. 12 volt, and then this one you do get the 115 volt as well. So you can charge some stuff in there. And then I'm just gonna close up the door. This one, it's got the dual sunroof, and then if you look here, the vents in the back, they're all throughout the car. So you can see here, you've got the front vents there, and then there's two individual ones there, and then two in the back. So it's almost like a plane the way they've designed it. So you push here in this little divot, and then that will open up the vent, and then you can rotate it. This little part here, this switch, that will diffuse around the ring. So if you don't want air blasting, then you can have it just diffusing around the edge, or you can have it both, where it's both open. And then obviously you've got your handle with your hook for, you know, a suit or something. And then on the door, the seats, on both sides, there are two USB ports. And just as a side note here, that little hook, that one is for your seat belt, just to hold it. So you just pop it in like that, and then it just keeps it away, so it doesn't flap around too much. So it's just little things, little nice design touches. And then on the side here, the door handle has a button, so that's for the proximity key. So right now I've got my keys in my pocket, so you just press the doors there and it will lock, and then one press will open up all the doors. For driver's side, I'll show you all these features here. So you've got the speaker that's with the nice chrome. On the top here, this is your memory seating, so it's got two memory seatings, and then mirrors are just over here, left and right, with the circle that just adjusts the mirrors, and then lock and unlock are here. Power windows, the front two are auto up and down. This one is for child-proof doors and windows, so it's for both. And then for the seat adjustment, I'll show you that. So this part here, it goes forward, backwards. This back part here will bring the whole seat up and down, and then this part here will bring the thigh support up and down, and then this little switch here brings this little seat extender out. So if you need it a little bit longer, then you can do that, and then you just push it back to close it up. This one is for the backrest, and then this is for your four-way lumbar support. And here I'll show you some other features. So as soon as you get in the car, you get this little nice welcome design. So I'll show you these features here. So on the side, the left button, this is for the illumination, the brightness. So the plus is to make it more bright, and you'll see it on the dash there. You can see illumination. And then this one with the orange light, that's your blind spot detection. So in the corner, you'll see that orange light pop up. So when there's somebody in your blind spot, it will light up to say, hey, don't go there. But you can turn it off if you don't like it. Most people, and I do recommend keeping it on. This one, the middle one here, that's your lane keeping assist. So I know that you wanted me to take that off, but I'll show you what it looks like with it on. So that symbol underneath the P, that one tells you that it's on. So there, I'll take it off. So you don't have that adjustment there. The far right one there with the squiggly lines, that's your traction control. So you don't have to worry about that. You just leave that alone. Every car has that standard now. It's just, you know, to give you a little bit more traction in the winter. The far left button on the bottom, that one is for your tailgate. And then this is your e-brake. So that one is important to remember. And I'll rehash all the important stuff at the end. So it's the silver part that engages it and disengages it. So you can see right now it's engaged. So to disengage, you have to hold your foot on the brake, and then you push that silver part forward, and now you can see it's disengaged. And then to engage it, you pull towards you, and now it's engaged. So again, hold brake forward to take it off, and then pull towards you to put it on. And it does automatically engage whenever you're parked on a hill. So that's it for that side. This screen here, you won't have to worry too much about this. I'm just going to set it up where it's just something simple. We will fill up the gas for you. The 159 on the right side, that tells you how many kilometers are left approximately until you run out of gas. The tach is on the right there. The analog speedometer is on the left with a digital speedometer in the middle. And then at the bottom corner there, that small semicircle, that is your fuel gauge. And it tells you that the tank is on the left-hand side. Now to control this screen on your steering wheel cluster, these two buttons, the pages and this up and down OK, those two control this screen. So this OK button here, if I go down, you can see here on the side all the little dots come up. So you can see all the different information. So this is your fuel economy, your trip information, and it says at the bottom, hold OK to reset. So that same button, you just push it in, and then it will reset that. And I'll reset everything for you before the delivery drivers take it up. Driver attention warning, your tire pressure monitoring system, your drive mode. So when you do change your drive mode here, that's this knob. So if I twist that one, you can see sport, and when I change it, you can see the different, I don't know, animations. So there's sport, eco, comfort, and then if you push the middle button in there and then you twist it, then you can see snow, mud, or sand. My favorite, sport mode, really. That's my go-to. But I'll put it on comfort for now. And then if I go back here and if I go down, then you can see which tire is being used in real time for power. And then you can add more information if you wanted to. And then if I press this little pages button again, then you can see your lane keeping assist, if you're actually in your lane or not, your compass. So most people, I think, they like either the fuel economy or the compass. Those are like the big two. And then when you have the compass in the middle, you can see the tachometer changes. So it now has everything that was in the center on the side. So you can see your attention warning, your tire pressure, all that stuff, just smaller. So it's just a little different layout. But I think this is probably the most common one, so I'll leave it at that one. Now on your signal lights, this one, that's pretty straightforward. Signal right, and then you've got your blind view monitor, so it will show you on either side, whenever you signal that way, who is in your blind spot. And then you can see there I've got it on automatic for your headlights, but you can change that around, and you'll see that on the side there what setting you're on. And then if you're on auto and it's nighttime, if you push it away from you there, then you'll see that come up there. So that's your automatic high beams, and then it will just turn on and off high beams automatically whenever there's somebody coming up, approaching, so you don't blind them. And then to disengage it, you just push forward again to take it off. And then obviously if you pull towards you, you can see there I'm just flashing my high beams there. And if you want high beams on all the time, you have to go to the high beam button there and push away, And there you can see it's blue high beam all the time. So back to auto, and then underneath the fuel gauge, I forgot to mention there, you can see your 158 that just popped up. And I'll change it to Celsius. Right now it's in Fahrenheit. The 18 degrees on the bottom right corner, that's your odometer. So that's how many kilometers are on the car total. The paddle shifters you won't have to worry about. That is just for people that want to drive a little bit more sporty, like a manual transmission. This one here, these are all your Bluetooth features, so I don't know if your dad will use it, but I'll go through it with you anyway. This one is your volume rocker, so volume up and down, and then you push it in to mute. And then this one here is like your next song, back song, answer call, end a call, and then to voice communicate a command. Mode is just to change the different types of music, like going through AM, FM, Sirius XM. This one here, cruise control, that one he might use. So you just turn cruise on, and then you can see it changes at the top there, cruise, and then you set it by pressing down when you're driving. And this one here is to change the distance between you and the car in front, the adaptive cruise. And then cancel is just to cancel the cruise control. I'm just going to turn it off for now. This one here, well, to turn it on and off, that one's important, engine start stop. So you hold your foot on the brake there to turn it on, and when it's running right now, you just push it off, and then it does have the seat extender where it will back up when you turn on and off the car. So again, to turn it on, you hold your foot down on the brake, and you push that button there to turn it on. For the vents, this one it can close up completely, so you'll hear that nice satisfying click. This is all pretty straightforward, I would think. So this one's your volume knob and your radio, so I'm going to turn it on right now. So I'll turn up the volume. And then this one here is your tuning knob, so you can change the channels with the knob there. And then map, that just brings up the whole screen for your map. And then when you have the map on, or any major screen, this little tab, that one will bring a little mini screen up. So if you wanted just a smaller map, and then if you go up and down in this little part here, you can see different information like a compass or the passenger talk. That's the intercom system that's inside the car, your temperature, that kind of thing. So I'll tuck that away. And then if you hit the nav button here, that one is where you can enter in the address. So if you say places, you just start typing. Like my old address that I used to live is 6 Wessinger Drive, so I just type 6 space and then W-E-S-S-E-N. And as I'm typing, it just gives me more and more information and more options. Excuse me. Wessinger Drive. And then I'll type in the city to Barrie. So even though it's not showing here yet, I hit OK, and then it should find my old address. So I'll search. And there we go. That's where I used to live. And then to set the destination, you just hit set as destination. And then you can hit start guidance.
The route guidance will start now.
And that's it. Now to cancel your route, you can do one of two things. You can voice command it, or you can hit your nav button here and then just say cancel route. You can even do voice like navigation, so here I'll give that a try. So I just tap this one. Navigate to address.
Sorry, I didn't understand you. Please try your command again after the beep.
Sorry, I'm used to the old system. This one is find address in Ontario. So I just tap that one. Find address in Ontario.
Please say the address in Ontario.
6 Wessinger Drive, Barrie.
4 results found.
There you
Please
go.
say the line number.
So you can tap it,
You'll be
or you
guided
can
to
say
the second destination on the list.
and that's it. And then you can hit start guidance,
The route
same
guidance
thing.
will start
So you
now.
can do it by voice too. And then to cancel the route, you just say cancel route.
Route canceled.
Okay, so over here, this one is where you can change your temperature. So once I change it to fair, actually, you know what? Let me do that right now. Okay, so now it's in Celsius, but this one here is where you can change that one. Auto will just, you know, change the fan going faster or slower depending. And then if you hit this one here, this one is just to make the fan less, and then this one is to make it dual climate control. So if I wanted one temperature to be hot or the other cold, then I can do that. And then if you hit the button in the middle there, sync, that will synchronize. So these two buttons here will make the fan go faster or slower. Air conditioning, that's pretty basic. Off, it will just turn off the temperature. Front defroster, this one here is for the different modes. So if you just want it on your feet defroster, or just the front. Rear, if I press this one, so there's 2 rears. So this one is for the rear climate. So it will pop up on the screen here. And you can lock it if you've got young kids in the back. And the back, the second one here, that one is for your rear defroster and your heated mirrors. This one here is just for your circulation, for the temperature. Gear shift, park, reverse, neutral, drive. So you just press the button while holding down the foot on the brake there. So here, right now I'm in park, and then I can pop it into drive there, and then you can see that come up, reverse, and then you can see the parking sensors are on the front and back, and it does have the surround cameras. Let's put it into drive, and then you've got the front cameras there too. And when you do have the cameras engaged, you can actually choose on the side different buttons that you want, you know, the view for. I'll just throw it into park. Auto hold is just for like when you're in a drive-through or something like that. If you just don't want to keep holding the brake down with your foot, you can relax your leg. These controls here, that's all pretty basic. So the far left, that's your cooled seating, and it always starts high, and then you just keep pressing it to go medium, low, off. And then heated seat, heated steering wheel, passenger heated seat, and cooled seating. And then to the right of the drive modes, the top left, this one is your downhill brake control. This is if you wanted to turn off those parking sensors if you don't like the beeping. It does have an auto start, auto stop shut off. When you come to a stop driving, it will shut off the engine to save gas, but if you don't like it, you can throw that on. And then this is just to put on the camera there. So that's essentially it for all the buttons there. Underneath, you have all this storage. So the left button there, that one's your 12 volt, and then the right one is for your fast charging. But you do have a Qi wireless charging pad in the center there. And then for the cup holders, this one, you just go from the silver part and then just kind of follow it along the track, and you just twist it, And same thing with that one. And then to bring it out, you just pop that by pushing those buttons. This one you pull to close it up, and then you just push to open. This one is for your armrest, and you do have some more control panels there, sort of charging ports, another fast charging, and a 12 volt. And then on the screen, this one here is your home button, and then you can swipe going back and forth. Sounds of Nature is kind of fun. You can have the fireplace going if you want. But if you go into setup, that's where you can configure everything. So this is mostly for you, Lisa. So you can go into vehicle, and it's just left to right. So these are like the main controls. And then it just goes to the right of that, where you can kind of configure everything, like the subcategories. So I'll configure this however I think is the most simplistic, but you can play around and change everything how you like. And then on the rear view mirror, you do have your garage door openers as well as an auto dimming rear view mirror. And then on the top here, that's for your sunroof controls. The open rear close, that one is for the back. So it just closes that cover up. And then this one has the manual cover, but then you can open up the front. So you just push that one back, and that will open up the sunroof. And then you just push that forward to close it up. And then this one, the far left, this one is the lights are all on all the time. This one is when the doors are open. Oh, there you go. Doors are open, lights come on. Doors close, lights turn off. And then these ones are just the individual. And then underneath that one there, the SOS, that's the emergency service that we've got in the car. So you just press SOS and emergency services would come to your location. And then the far right, the far left, that's your roadside assistance. So you can call them, it will send your VIN number and your location right to your location. This one is for really nothing. That's for Apple CarPlay, so Percy, you wouldn't have this feature really. Most too important are the far side ones. So that's essentially everything there. So you can swipe back and forth. This button here, guest, that's for different driver profiles, but you won't really have to worry about it. I'm just going to leave it in guest just to make things simple. And if you get more comfortable with the car, then we can add driver profiles. But as of right now, let's just leave it in guest. Yeah, I think that's essentially everything. Now, if you have any other questions about anything, or if you would like me to go over any more details about anything, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. And also, as a side note, this here on the side, it tells you who individually doesn't have their seatbelt on, which is kind of neat. And then the glove compartment's just over there, so it will tell you, it's got your owner's manual and everything in there. Alrighty. Oh, and the other thing here, that's the emergency hazard lights there. So you can throw that on. So just as a quick recap, Percy, the most important things that I want you to remember is the e-brake, how to engage and disengage. So again, your foot's on the brake, push forward to disengage it, and then pull towards you to engage. And then the gear shift here, park, reverse, neutral, drive. Seat controls are just at the bottom here. Cup holders, you just drag this one in and out and then push to bring it out. Temperature controls, that's just over here. And then over here, your mirror controls, lock and unlock, windows. So like I said, the front two are auto up and down. That'll just bring it on automatically. And then cruise control is just over here. So those are the main important ones, and then obviously your signals And here, yeah, one other thing I wanted to mention is the windshield wipers. So if I knock it down here, you can see it's on automatic. So I'm going to leave it on auto for you. So every time it rains, it will just do everything automatically. Now, if you wanted the rear wiper, you just twist, and then you can see rear wiper low, high. For the washer fluid, you pull towards you, and then it'll spray the front, and then away from you for the back. And then if you wanted to take it off of auto, you can knock it down, it will go low, high, and then it shows on the screen too. Let's go back to auto. And then while you're in auto, this little middle switch here, you can see on the top it says auto there. That's just the sensitivity of the windshield wipers. Alrighty, so thank you for watching. I hope that that's been, you know, thorough and, you know, explanatory. If you have any questions about anything, please give me a call, and I'll be able to help you out. So again, that's been the very thorough walk around video of your brand new Palisade Ultimate Calligraphy. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.